Two of the winningest and most successful bowlers on Beat the Champ ready to square off for the first time ever. Sam Dewitt III and Mike Zarcone. It's amazing. These guys are on our show what seems like almost every week, but they have never bowled against each other until now. This should be fun. Zarcone off the 203 to 185 win over George Shableski. Does not start the way he would have liked to.
No, this pattern has gotten so tricky.
There have been some pin leaves that I have never seen before.
And he's changed balls. I mean, he was using he was using the silver ball, and he chose to start this game with a different ball that really picked up a lot sooner.
So a very difficult spare pickup is going to be just a 7-frame or 7-pin open. Not how Mike Zarcone wanted to start, but I guess if you're going to do that, do it in the first frame.
That's true.
When you can fight your way back. And here's the return of Sam Dewitt III, the Steel City Stryker from Pittsburgh, making his 7th appearance here on Beat the Champ. He has yet to lose here on our show. He has won 6 Beat the Champ titles. And he gets it started with the way we are used to seeing him. So now we haven't seen Sam, who's got the Steel City Stryker cheering section on here for him today. We haven't seen him since our first show of season 2 at the ABC Gates Bowl, where he won all 4 weeks, but then he was not able to defend his title because he had other tournaments, PBA, very important PBA regional tournaments at the same time, so he could not defend. That's why he hasn't lost yet on our show.
Right, so in that case, that's the biggest event there is for the regional player. So you have to accumulate points, which means he attended all the tournaments leading up to that, or most of the tournaments leading up to that, because I know he's bowled the show in place of it, but only certain people qualify for that invitational that he went to, and he was still going to come and defend his title if he didn't make the cut, but he made the cut.
Yeah.
He's just such a great bowler, and it lends to his experience as a tournament bowler that he competes on that level against the PBA guys. I mean, you know, it's going to show everything all the knowledge he's gained from bowling those things.
Yeah, 37 years old from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is Sam Dewitt III, 57 years old from right here in Tonawanda, New York, or a little north of the city of Buffalo for Mike Zarcone. He's got to shake off that open in the first. And nobody knows how to put things out of his mind better than Mike Zarcone.
I think Mike Zarcone still feels like this is his show, his house, his area, and he's a great competitor. I mean, he doesn't show. You see a little bit, you see some traces of it, but overall, he tries to keep a pretty even keel. But make no mistake, this in his mind, this is his domain.
Yeah, there's no question that we know how intense he is, and I'm sure for Mike and some of the other guys, like, hey, this guy from Pittsburgh coming in and stealing a little bit of the thunder of us Buffalo bowlers. So there's a little more on the line. There's a lot of pride on the line as well in this, and Mike Zarcone goes double in the second and third frames.
Now here's a perfect example of him really not having bad ball reaction with that other ball and making the choice to go to this ball, and looked kind of questionable on the first shot in the first frame, but he knows what he's doing.
Mike Zarcone and Sam Dewitt III have combined for 11 Beat the Champ victories. They are 2 of our winningest and most successful bowlers. You have to lump Derek Green into that question as well, who won 5 in a row, but Sam has 6 in a row. That's our current leader. Derek with 5 in a row, and Mike Zarcone in that group of guys that have won 3 in a row. So this really is 2 of the guys that are just so much fun to watch.
Well, he's got great support out there. Saw a lot of hearts on those signs.
Yeah, yes, you did. And again, it's fun for me that off the top of my head, I threw a nickname at him, and now people are showing up with signs. And I'm sure at some point he's going to show up with Steel City Stryker on the back of his shirt.
Well, he likes to entertain us with his outfits. So.
Yes, he does. And his outfit today does bear some explaining as well, too. You see the unicorn on the front and the name reference on the back. It's in honor of a friend and a bowling colleague that passed away, and that's the bowling uniform that his friend and colleague wore, and his friend's name was Jeff, and there's a little inside story to that. But pretty cool to see Sam honoring one of his friends by what he's wearing here today. So 2 strikes and 2 spares through the first 4 frames for Sam Dewitt. Mike Zarcone, after open in the first, has struck in the second and the third. And again, this is just watch and learn from these 2 guys. Just their ability to make adjustments. You talked about equipment adjustments, positioning on the lane. Again, this is arguably one of the most successful bowlers that Buffalo has ever seen versus a guy who is an incredibly successful regional, borderline PBA tour level guy.
Well, he knows his game, and I mean everybody else has been playing these lanes to go around the pattern where it's gotten kind of messed up, and Mike's playing right in it. And Mike's using a ball to tame it, but he's playing a lot deeper, especially on that right lane, than everybody else has.
4 in a row for Mike Zarcone. And again, leave it to Mike Zarcone to go, you know what, I'm going to go right at what everybody, but I'm going to do it with the right kind of equipment because my mind, my beautiful mind is working to figure out all these options. Sam Dewitt III has 88 career 300 games and a high 880 series that included 34 strikes in a row.
Well, we know he can strike.
There you go. Junior college All-American at the Community College of Allegheny County, and just has, again, done so much in the sport.
So how far right his break point is as compared to Mike's? I mean, generally speaking, you'll find that bowlers use the same break point however they get there in their own way. But in this case, they're playing them different.
Talked about George Shableski being recognized in Las Vegas. Sam Dewitt III was the first guy who told us he was recognized because he was being unsure. He was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and somebody came up to him and said, "Hey, aren't you Sam Dewitt III from Beat the Champ?" And it's a strike for Sam Dewitt III, 2 in a row, 5th and 6th frames. Come on back. This epic match is headed towards a great finish. We get set for Mike Zarcone here in the 6th frame. He is working 4 strikes in a row. Started with an open, shocking in itself for Mike Zarcone. Not shocking that he would bounce right back with 4 strikes in a row.
Well, Mike changed balls and did not get any practice, so he had to just take a guess and figured it out in 1 frame.
5 in a row for Mike Zarcone.
Very impressive.
Yes. It is so much fun just watch because we know how good these guys are, how smart they are, how experienced they are. What a pleasure to just watch these guys go at it. Just battle. Someone's got to win and someone's got to lose, but it is so much fun.
I mean, Mike's got a 17-pin lead and seems to have figured these lanes out, at least for the time being.
And that time,
Close,
the
just a
4-pin
little slow.
uncooperative. Not only with a win will Mike Zarcone advance to our championship match against Michael Weber, but you know and I know because we've gotten to know Mike so well over the years, he will be equally as excited to be able to say, I'm the first guy that gave Sam Dewitt a loss.
Oh, that's right. He's got no losses.
No losses here on our show.
Well, Sam's got an opportunity now to close this gap because he now has the opportunity to throw 3 in a row, and this has been his good lane all along.
Yes, so the strike run of 5 in a row ends for Mike Zarcone, which again, in a match like this, now opens the door for Sam, as you just said, with 2 in a row to rattle off a few more. Yeah, he's kind of
up
almost,
against the ball return.
I was going to say, he is nudging the ball return.
And yet he's thrown it all the way to the right.
So what? Explain
Coast-
that.
We call
for
that
me.
coast to coast.
Explain what the thinking is there.
Well, he's just looking at a break point, and his break point is, that's where everybody's been generally playing it, but he is just using the full expansive lane to get there. He's a smart bowler.
To coast, yes, he is. And the other thing we like about Sam is that those shots of him, you know exactly the results based on the reactions.
And these lanes are different because he's using a different ball on this lane, and he's not going to get as far to the right. Playing in on the left lane.
4 in a row for Sam Dewitt, employed as a material handler at the VA hospital. He is an Air Force veteran, is Sam Dewitt III.
And with that shot, he takes the lead.
How about that? Amazing.
It's close.
One guy has
very
5
close.
in a row, was in the lead. Now one guy has 4 in a row to take the lead.
Oh,
Got that too far left. And still got 9 pins out of it.
well, he is playing lanes. He is playing the lanes in, and he's not leaving himself a whole lot of margin for error. And that's just bit up in the middle of the lane. The middle of the lane is dry. Where that ball picked up, it's dry there, so he has to get it around that spot.
Spare in the 8th for Mike Zarcone.
I mean, make no mistake, those shots, all those strikes he threw in a row were dead accurate because he does not have a lot of room.
But, much like this sport always is, those 5 strikes in a row are a distant memory because now he's spared 2 in a row and he's lost the lead.
Yep, now he's playing catch-up.
And right back to striking. That's a big, he needed that one to set himself up for the 10th frame.
Yeah, there's hold in the middle of the left lane, which is why these guys are playing him different. And certainly figuring that out is half the battle.
I think one of the most interesting pieces of information about Sam is he was in 6 title matches. He has won 6 title matches. He rises to the occasion of the importance of the match. And this may not be a championship match, but everything about it feels like it.
Oh, that's a big break right
Oh,
there.
that's a huge break.
But now Mike has the strike up in the 9th. That 9th frame is, a critical builder frame for the 10th frame.
Think about what Sam is dealing with here if that 4-pin doesn't drop.
But that was a break right there.
So that now Sam loses the ability to shut out Mike Zarcone. So we are going to the 10th frame with this thing up in the air.
As we expected.
As we expected. If there was ever a match that you might predict a roll-off, it was probably this one. I don't know if we're going to get there, but the likelihood of it was probably as good as any. All right, so we are through 9 frames for both guys, and we are headed to the 10th frame now for Sam Dewitt III. Winner advances to the championship match against our returning champ, Michael Weber. And a long hangout there and at the hand dryer for Sam Dewitt III as we get the pins fixed. I don't think he minded a little bit of an extra thought time there either.
It could be like a timeout just for take a little extra breather and get your heart rate down. Or he could have not liked something that he saw, in the pin setup. It could be either.
So Mike looks on, and here's the 10th frame for Sam Dewitt. Don't know that he liked it based on what you were hearing, but he got the results he wanted.
What a shot. What a shot. It's not a mistake that he's been so successful on the regional end of things because this man's a good bowler.
And again, Mike has the chance to finish out, so he'll know exactly what he needs. That will be up to Sam.
Well, Sam wants to make him double, that's for sure.
And another strike.
How was that? Now he got that one to the right, and that ball just recovered.
Yeah,
That
look
one
how
got
far
out.
right.
That one got outside of where anybody's been able to play.
He didn't like it, and then he liked it. And you feel like you wonder if a shot like that is the difference. That doesn't look good, but gets the results.
Well, if Sam does end up coming through this match, he now realizes he has a little bit more room than he thought.
Final shot for Sam Dewitt. And another strike. Wow, what a finish. 3 strikes in the 10th frame and a 239 for Sam Dewitt. So Mike Zarcone needs 2 strikes and 5 pins to win. And anybody who has watched this show knows that is entirely possible.
Mike has thrown 3 out of 4 strikes on this right lane.
First shot, 10th frame. Strike 1.
Make that 4 out of 5.
And you could see Sam Dewitt behind him nodding his head like, yep, I know this guy's good, really good. So this is the crucial shot, right? He has to have a strike here.
Well, Sam did everything he could. He struck out in the 10th, and that's all he could do, and now it's in Mike's hands.
Watch and listen as this masterful match will be decided likely right here. And that will decide it. Amazing. Amazing. Sam Dewitt III figures out a way to eke out a victory and advance to our championship match